ang exchange rate ng Denari Cash. Para sa pinakamataas na exchange rate, i-Denari Cash mo na yan.
Send money from UAE to India with a very high conversion rate and low transaction fees. Send money anytime, anywhere using Denari Cash app.
Are you sending money to Pakistan? For the highest exchange rate and the lowest transaction fee, use Denari Cash. Download their app now.
What is new in Denari Cash mobile app? Denari Cash Games! Join and win daily prizes, discounts, gift certificate, or brand new gadgets. You can also refer it to your friend. For the monthly grand prize, the most referrals will win either of the following: brand new phones, laptop, or tablets. What are you waiting for? Download Denari Cash mobile app now.
Yo, what's up? Real Talk Darbs back at it again with another live. I hope everybody is having a good time. I hope everybody is having a wonderful afternoon. If you are watching right now from Dubai or in the Middle East or all over the world, wherever you are, I just would like to greet you a very good day, just to be safe. And today is another special day. Yeah. Medyo naglalag tayo. But again, I would like to say and greet everybody. Good evening. And this is another episode of DC Talks with Denari Cash, of course. We are back tonight to answer your most common question about love and long-distance relationship. And tonight's episode is going to be very, 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 very special because for the first time, my friends, we will be taking and answering your questions live. Yes, if ever you have something that you want to ask Real Talk Darbs, anything with regards to the matters of heart, you go ahead, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer it with you, together with my co-host, which I'm going to be introducing later. Now, that's not it. There's also a lot of exciting things that's going to happen because one lucky viewer will get to have a chance to talk to us during tonight's episode. How? Just send us your mobile number via Denari Cash Messenger and make sure you download Denari Cash. And we will be calling you tonight. Or we can also share the StreamYard link later on. So for others, we encourage you to comment if you want to share some experiences, questions, or tips on how to navigate through LDR. LDR is long distance relationship, my friends. Now, we will also be answering those comments later on. So go ahead, grab that phone, contemplate, and ask me the questions that you want to ask me. Now, tonight's episode is even more special. Why? Because we will be announcing the week one winner of 1,250 vouchers worth of vouchers from the Visa Center and Instoria. Now, just keep on referring because we will be giving you more prizes such as a brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab and a voucher worth 10,000 dirhams. Sorry, it was my mistake. It's not 1,000, it's not 5,000, it's not 8,000, but it's 10,000 dirhams if you have the highest referrals. Now, again, before we start, I'd just like to tell you that more about Denari Cash and why a lot of people has been using it. Denari Cash is one of the hottest. This is one of the most hottest used app today, specifically if you wanted to send money efficiently. Denari Cash is a money sending application for expat workers to send money back home. If you want to send money with the most affordable fees and in a contactless way, I encourage you to download Denari Cash from the Play Store and App Store. It is completely free of charge, by the way. It is very convenient. You can send money anytime, anywhere. You don't need to go out anymore. Just do the money transfer from the comforts of your own home. What's more is that your first transaction fee or transfer fee is zero rate. You don't have to pay anything on your first fee. That's on us, my friends. And you can send money to your loved ones in the Philippines, in India, in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Egypt, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. So I miss one finger. I would have like raised my feet, but okay, I can't. So it's 11 countries that you can send. If you have friends from any of these countries, I encourage you to share the app with them so you can both enjoy the convenience of sending money through Denari Cash. Let me introduce to you my friends from Denari Cash who will tell us more about it. Let's welcome Joven and Ingrid. Round of applause to my friends there. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Yes, how's things? Joven, how are you?
The light is taking me. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah,
It's good.
looks like you are somewhere very enlightening.
Yeah.
Ingrid, how are you? Are you good?
I'm good. I just want to mention that if you have love questions and you want Darbs and us to answer them, just send us your contact number through the Denari Cash
Application.
messenger and we will call you. And make sure you download Denari Cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure you have to download Denari Cash
Yeah.
application. Okay, so Ingrid and Joven, can you tell us more about what's new with Denari Cash? Ingrid?
Yeah, so okay. So we have recently launched the app to 11 countries, meaning you can send money from UAE to 11 countries, Philippines, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bahrain, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Jordan. And then recently for India, you can now send money to over 13,000 cash pickup points. So if whatever's most convenient for your loved ones in India, you can send money to them to over 13,000 cash pickup points. All you have to do is initiate the transfer from the app homepage, add the beneficiary, select the city and the state of your beneficiary in India, and then click on choose the cash pickup point that's most convenient for them. And then also, if you want to send money, if it's your first time, you can get a free transaction, so zero fee to any of the countries that we've mentioned. And also we have launched the games for everyone. So at Denari Cash, every sender is a receiver. So every time you send money, you have a chance to play games. And then when you play games, you will win rewards worth as much as 10,000 dirhams. And then for tonight, we'll be announcing the week one winner of the referral game. Yeah.
Cool
that's it.
stuff. Thank you very much, Ingrid. I'm excited. I want to find out who is the lucky winner. But before that, I just wanted to ask Joven. I think there's something new about Beam and Go and Gcash.
That is absolutely right. So first I'll go with Beam and Go. We have two new rice variants available for delivery nationwide in the Philippines. So we have the Princess Bea rice, 50 kilograms of rice for only 2,999. Delivery will be within 3 to 7 working days. And then another rice variant is the Valencia white rice, which is 50 kilograms of rice for only 2,999 pesos. And a similar delivery policy applies, 3 to 7 working days. And since another lockdown happened in the Philippines, so it's really important that we take care of our loved ones. So we are away from them. We'll still be able to send care via Pamilya Protectado bundle of Beam and Go, wherein it includes alcohol, face mask, and also vitamin C. Not only that, they also have different supplements available from fish oil, vitamin C, B complex, zinc, iron, collagen, everything that you needed just to keep your body healthy. You can go ahead and check out Denari Cash Beam and Go.
Amazing.
Sorry,
Tell,
sorry, Larry.
tell me, tell
Before I
me, tell me.
forget, yeah, the Gcash one. We do have an ongoing promotion for Gcash, which is
Mhm.
50% off for
Oh,
your
wow.
transactions. Yeah.
Amazing. So there's a lot of chances, a lot of choices. I hope it can also be transferred through your love life to those people who's watching. Unfortunately, you don't have. So might as well watch so that you will be in a position to choose. My friends, but before we proceed with our main meet, I just wanted to greet our televiewers right now. Not televiewers, not what televiewers, our cell phone viewers right now, because most of them are watching from the phone. Hi to Mabes Casis, RTD fam, Evelyn Cabulera, shout out to you. Van Pangono, hi from Philippines. Jack Chabel, shout out to you. Huang Shanshan, thank you very much for watching. And hello, Kuya Darbs, watching from Imua, Cavite. Imus, Cavite. Okay, typological error. Okay, again, by the end of August, one of the highest referrals will bring home a brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab A. And a weekly 1,200 worth of vouchers will be given away. So keep on sharing the app to your friends. And if you share today, like right now during this Facebook Live, you will get an extra 10 credits. So what does that mean? Not just 4, but 10 credits, which you can use to earn rewards to Denari Cash. Now, if you have more questions, don't forget to comment and send us a message. Okay, enough about that. Let's go to the main meat, the discussion. We got some most common questions about LDR. So first question from May Legaspi. Okay. Sorry, May, we cannot put you as an anonymous. How do you deal with a third party situation? Oh my God. I think this is not just May's question, but this is almost 90% of the population question. I have already invested a lot in this relationship, and it's so difficult to just walk away. First, Joven and Ingrid, do you have experienced this? I want a full, honest question, Joven and Ingrid, okay? Have you experienced this? Third party, not just party, but third party. Okay, Joven.
Preventive measure. Yes, I did.
Okay. Tell me, Joven, how did you experience this? And what can you say on to the question of May Legaspi? Like, how do you deal with a third-party situation?
Well, for me, you have to deal with it bulletproof because
Oh.
you couldn't really tell what are the things that you will discover once you try to dig deeper. But then I personally believe that in a relationship, three is a crowd. So I'm selfish and I don't like sharing. So 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 for me, if the person involved and the third party is a person that you actually know, I think you need to confront the person, ask some questions because maybe somehow it's not only the other half's fault, but also somehow you yourself has a contributing factor why it happened. So you need to identify what type of relationship they have. Is it like just platonic? That's why it happened, or something in yourself that is lacking, like you didn't have the enough time. I know it may sound like not acceptable for others, but then that's how I dealt with it. I confronted the person, and then if there's someone that I need to let go along the process, I have to do it so that I'll be able to feel renewed after all.
I see. Thank you very much for that super deep answer, Joven. How about Ingrid? Have you been in a third-party situation? What do you call this, Ingrid?
Yeah, actually, it was my first boyfriend.
Oh,
My first
wow.
relationship put me in a third party situation, and then I found out after a year.
Mm.
Yeah, it was quite traumatic at first, but because I was still young back then, I think I was 18. But I think afterwards I was able to, finally let go of the situation. Sometimes, you when you realize, for example, questions like, for example, I haven't done anything to, what have I done to deserve this, things like that. And then you realize that I think I was pretty much honest and dedicated to that relationship, and I didn't do anything to deserve it. So just walk away. Know your worth, because it's much more difficult dealing with a toxic person. So the earlier you leave, the better. For me, that's my that's what I live with. So yeah, just walk away. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you just have to let it go. It's okay not to say anything else, because it would also leave the other person wondering. So yeah, just walk away. It's not your battle to fight. You
Yeah.
deserve more.
Yeah, basically, if you're gonna ask me, that is supposed to be the answer to that specific question. But at the end of the day, I think that if it was that easy, everybody would have done it. Part of the reason why people still ask this question, and we both know, everybody knows the answer, that is to walk away, right? But at the end of the day, human complexities, emotions, and investments are
Mm.
there, that it makes it very difficult for us to just recently, like, just walk away just like that. And as what I have been saying before, our feelings is not like a switch which we can turn on and off. So if you're gonna ask me, even if nobody is asking, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. Mainly, Gaspi, how do you deal with a third party situation? I have already invested a lot in this relationship, so it's just too difficult to just walk away, which I understand. If you were in that kind of situation, first off, do not somehow put all the blame to yourself, or do not put all the blame to your partner. At the end of the day, part of the reason as to why it didn't work, maybe because your partner decided to cheat on you, but somehow, some way, you have to somehow dig deep and understand that somehow you are part of that heartbreak, not to kick you while you're down, but to grab the control. That somehow, if you think that partly you are to blame, that you are responsible for the heartbreak, you can grab the control and do something about it. Part of the reason why most people have a difficulty to move on is because they think they are the victim, and that they are not empowering themselves to move forward. So first, stop being the victim, and somehow grab the control. How to walk away from the situation? You can't just recently walk away just like that. I think you have to literally dig deep and understand your value, because do not think of the times that you have invested to this person, because you could have wasted another year or 5 more years with them. So it's just looking into a different perspective of things. Don't just walk away. I mean, it's easy to say to walk away, but it's difficult. What you're gonna do is you dig in deep to yourself and realize that somehow that person doesn't deserve the love that you give him. So, my friends, May Ligaspi, I know you're hurting, and it's okay to feel the hurt. It's okay to feel the pain. Do not resist it, and do not distract yourself. Just, just realize that somehow, some way, it will pass, and you deserve someone that's gonna love you for the rest of your life. Oh. Thank you very much for those answers, Joven and Ingrid. Um, just a quick question from my co-hosts. Okay, Joven, have you tried being in a third-party relationship, and what did you do about it?
Okay, be in a third party, meaning I did not destroy the relationship, right?
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
That's an interesting question. Should I ask that? Like, were you the third party in a relationship? Have you tried
no,
that?
no, I couldn't
No.
do that. I couldn't
Okay.
do that. There's
Okay.
plenty of fish in the ocean, so I'm just kidding.
That's good to know. How about you, Ingrid?
If I was a third party, none that I know of.
Ah,
But
that's a good point.
yeah,
That's a very good point. That's very, very
That's
good
a
point.
revelation.
yeah, I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
Okay, cool stuff. Anyway, moving forward, you have question number 2. Just like the boyfriend of Mayli Gaspi, there's two. Two of them in the relationship. Question number 2 from Joe De La Cruz. My boyfriend of 7 years told me that he does not want to have kids. My God. What will I do? I really want to be happy and to have a happy and big family with him. Interesting question. So, Ingrid, can you please tell me more about what you think about the question?
I think these things had have to be discussed prior to jumping into that relationship. Like I think I've seen this in How I Met Your Mother. What's that name? What's the name of the characters? Ted and Robin. Wherein Robin wants to have Robin doesn't want to have kids, or she just wants a boyfriend girlfriend type of relationship, wherein Ted wants a more committed, wants to build a family, but they still jumped into the relationship. They still got together, and then later on they realized that they still want they still want different things, and then they broke up. um I think if you're already in that situation wherein you are already in a long-term relationship, and then you find out, or that your boyfriend still thinks that he doesn't want to have kids, I think one has to give, one has to compromise. It's either, are you willing to let go of that relationship, or are you willing to stick to the person that you love, meaning be okay with it, not have kids. Or for example, if you really want to have a kid, are you willing to adopt? Yeah, so yeah, I think that's my answer.
I see. Interesting. Joven, what will you say to Joe de la Cruz?
I think in this situation, there's actually a communication barrier, I should say, because on the onset of the relationship, you should know right away if the person is a family person, like ready to have his or her own family. So it's just, I'm just wondering why it took 7 years before they have talked through things about settling or having their own family. It shouldn't be that way, just in my own opinion, because again, you'll be spending a lifelong process of discovering, knowing, and building life with a person beside you. So these things should be uncovered immediately, because if not, then it will be like a prolonged agony in either of the party, because there is a misunderstanding between what are the things that they really wanted in their love life. So it should be settled right then and there. And then if just in case it happened late in the relationship, I think communication really is the key. Um, there's like there's a way wherein they can settle things and then meet halfway. Like maybe if the other person doesn't like because relationship is really a compromise. So you really need to learn how to compromise every now and then. So if your partner wants some kid, even though you're not ready, I think you should be ready, because there are some things that your partner also did for you to wait to make the relationship work.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Good, good answers, Michael. I'd give you a round of applause. A well-deserved round of applause. If you're gonna ask me if I had a boyfriend, of course I will not have a boyfriend, but a girlfriend who doesn't want to have kids with me, and we have been together for 7 years. Um, I would like to go with what Joven was saying, that communication will still be the key. First off, do not judge the person of the answer right away. I don't want to have kids. And then you stop there, you sulk around, and you tell him that you don't love me anymore. Understand why that person is saying no. So it's a matter of not just accepting the answer of no. It's a matter of digging in deep and asking the details as to why this person doesn't want to have a family. Because at the end of the day, you can base your action after that. 7 years is not a short time. Somehow, some way, you're able to make it through those many years. So I think there's something special there. But if the goal of every relationship with a labeled relationship is through marriage, and the goal of marriage is to build a family together, and it's detrimental for the both of you if ever one party doesn't have the same goal as what everybody else has, just like you as an individual, as a partner. So if you were in that situation, you ask this person, for already been 7 years, what's your plan? Um, we're not getting any younger. And what I wanted to know, what's the reason as to why you don't want to have kids? Depends on the answer. First off, if the I'll give a perfect scenario. If the answer is I'm not ready yet, you ask him, when will you be ready? Will you really wanted to have kids with me? If the answer is no, then you know your position. I mean, this person is literally doesn't have, what do you call this, a plan to be with you for the rest of your life. Most of the time, people just tends to stay to a relationship not because there is love, but because there is comfort. There's already what do you call this, comfort zone. But that's detrimental to both of your time because you're wasting time. You would wanted to build that time, that energy, that family to the person who's ready, who's gonna choose you. But if the person is telling you that I don't want to build a family yet, okay, so there's a chance. And the reason why I don't want to build a family is because I would wanted to be sure that we are financially stable and okay. Then you understand that question and you solve a solution. Like, I'm stable, I have a stable job, you don't worry about that. Well, let's not wait for us to be ready yet, because 7 years is quite a long time. And if you say still no, you have to take a stand. Somehow there are things that it's better off doing, even if it causes you heartbreak temporarily, but somehow it will be a lifetime of choice that you're gonna thank yourself later. We have to be willing to do the hardest things at first. The 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 right thing to do is usually the ones that is the hardest thing to do. So I wish everybody the courage to go through that. Okay? Kami kong sinabi.
Okay. I think marami natamaan.
Ang lalim.
Okay, to our 197 viewers, I would like to greet everybody of you here. Should I read a comment from Johan?
Yeah,
I think I
sure.
should. Okay, I'll read a comment from. I think it's Ingrid. Can you read this comment and then let's listen to what he has to say.
Okay. Need advice, Darbs. I need for an advice. I had a 6 years relationship, but right now already broke it because of the LDR. And I found out na fall out of love na ako sa kanya. Kasi sinabi ko na lahat ng mga hinanakit at bibitaw na ako. Ayokong masaktan siya ng palihim. Konsensya na nagsasabi na bitaw na the reason is I find a girl here in my place as a no-label relationship, and I'm mirroring my GF's move na mga bawal na hindi niya nalalaman, hindi ko ginawa yun as a reason na hiniwalayan ko siya. Kasi isa doon nagsabi ko sa...
That's a very good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So
He
I
fell out of love.
well, ito I think we are not supposed, somehow that happens falling out of love is not supposed to be something that we should judge the person. If that's what the person felt, that's what the person felt. Will we say that Johan should have tried more? He could have. He could have tried to save the relationship. He should have. But at the end of the day, he arrived at that specific feeling. Was it a mistake? Who knows? Maybe there are some things that he understands that there are situations is better off doing things without the girl, her ex or his ex-girlfriend. Now, somehow I commend you to doing that, because not everybody has the guts to face the, what do you call this, psychological confrontation, emotional confrontation that it brings. Most people would just like let the girlfriend wonder and then just like, okay, let him or let her like think that I'm gone, and then so that I don't have to talk about her anymore. But you're actually knowing what you're supposed to do is to confront the feeling and tell them straight up. Mahirap. As a sign of respect to that person, you have to tell them even if it hurts, because that's the right thing to do. You would not want it to have someone wait for you for nothing. That's rude, right? Like when you're supposed to go to the mall together and then you said that you were going to meet here at 3 o'clock and then something happened to you that you're not going to be able to make it. and you know very well that this person is gonna be there, and he's gonna wait for you, or she's gonna wait for you. And what do you think is the feeling that it will bring, if ever? So that is one of the things that I would wanted to tell everybody. I think we have a caller. As per Mark, should we put her in? Or give me a moment. Yeah, I think we're supposed to put her in. Caller. She's calling from Philippines, I guess. Kuya Mark, can you let her in? Hey,
Yeah,
Kai.
maybe she is.
Up?
Hi, good evening. Good afternoon, I guess.
Yeah,
There.
it's already
Hello.
here. Hello.
Oh,
Kai,
hi.
I would like you to meet my co-host Joven and my co-host Ingrid.
Hi, nice to meet you,
Hi.
Kai.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, okay. Kai, thank you very much for calling. I really appreciate you taking the
Mhm.
time. How can we
Yes.
help? Please.
Yes. I want to ask something about one of the things that struggles long distance relationship. For example, it's like insecurities. How are you going to deal with it, or how a partner will go through with it, or how what would be he or his approach her or his approach to a person who's dealing with insecurities
Ah, okay.
when it comes to this pandemic thing,
Mm-mm.
and LDR is there. So do you have any suggestions or advices to?
That's a good question. I think that is what most people are experiencing, dealing with insecure partners, right? So basically, the question of Kai is how to deal with that, right?
Yes,
Correct,
yes,
Kai?
yes.
Okay. I wanna know what's Jovin's feel for this. How will you deal with an insecure partner, Jovin?
That's actually difficult, especially at these times. Kai, I would like to know what type of insecurities did your partner make you feel? Or sorry, if it's not with you, but what kind of insecurities did you feel?
Like for example, it's like jealousy comes in,
Mm.
in dealing with communication. They're thinking like, you know, they're thinking like they're not confident enough that they would trust the person
Mhm.
in a situation like this, like in a
Mm.
long distance relationship. So they don't have the confidence. They don't have the confidence. I mean, they don't have the confidence
Mm-mm.
in trusting the person. If she really or he really trusts the person
Mm.
in these times of
COVID
COVID. So
season. Cool.
Hmm. It's hard to face that, but
mhm,
you really need to come back to the very beginning of your relationship, why you have committed to the person, and I guess the main ingredient for that is trust. It's
Mhm.
mhm,
easy to say, but it's very hard to do.
Mm.
That's the
mhm,
reality of life. But
yes,
then, constant communication is very important. Like
mhm,
saying it's cliche, but saying I love you, informing the person where you
yeah,
are, your whereabouts, it's
yes,
very important because we couldn't really tell what's going to happen in the world at the moment. So
mhm,
live your life and your love life as if it is the last one that you've got, the best one that you've got.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
Cool stuff. Great advice. How about Ingrid? How can you
Yeah.
deal with an insecure partner?
I'm trying to see where that person is coming from. Um, for example, is that person thinking that the other person is going to cheat? And then come to come to some terms with that person on what he wants.
Mhm.
Because for example, when that person becomes like for example, napapraning, if for
Yeah.
example maybe that person is cheating on me, and then that person just needs sort of like a one-on-one or an intimate conversation with you,
Mhm.
then give it to him. Like for example, if he wants you to talk regularly, maybe
Mhm.
a schedule every I don't know, after your work here, maybe 7 p.m. and then it's 11 p.m. in the Philippines.
Mhm.
If he wants that, um yeah, maybe give it to him, even if it's just like 30-minute call. Because I was also in that situation where in, na napapraning or something
Yeah.
like that. And then
Uh-huh.
sometimes all you need is to hear that person. All you need is to have a conversation with that person. If it's a regular thing that he wants, just to assure him, as much as possible, uh, give it to him. But also, set a boundary for yourself. Like, for example, if it goes on and on, like for, let's say, I don't know, more than 3 months, maybe set a boundary for yourself. Like, hey, this is not healthy. If you still don't trust me, I don't know where this is going, or it couldn't work this way, because I think you've done your part enough. That person also has to do his or her part. So find a compromise, but also give a set a deadline or an ultimatum for yourself and for that person.
Okay.
Cool stuff. My advice to insecurities with your partner is that I think it's difficult. Prevention is way better than cure. Always. I always push this through my vlogs in live. Is that part of the reason why a person is insecure is because they're incomplete, and that is why I'm pushing that everybody should learn how to be alone first, so that a companion is just an option, not a necessity. Now, I understand. I mean, not everybody knows this right off the bat. I was insecure when I was in a relationship before, and I have partners that was insecure when they were in a relationship before. I think it's a matter of self-awareness. If you love the person and you can see a lot of good things to to them, it's just that there's this one specific bad side, which is them being insecure. You have to talk to them straight. That somehow you have to trust. They have to trust you, because at the end of the day, that is one of the things that is a prerequisite to the relationship. A relationship, the right relationship, is supposed to be something that both are trusting each other. It's not supposed to feel like it's as if it's a drag. Most people would say that it's better to be single because nobody is gonna tell me not to go somewhere, the place that I want to go, not to tell me not to do the things that I want to do, and not to somehow meet friends that I want to meet. Well, if you have a definition of relationship like that, that is a wrong definition, and that's the reason why you're in a wrong one in the first place, because you don't know how to define a wrong relationship in the very first place. The right relationship is
Yes.
something that both individuals are supposed to be pushing each other up. Both individuals are somehow letting each other grow, letting each other breathe.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that it's supposed to be all roses and what do you call this, fragrances. No, it's not. I mean, there will always be problems, but somehow it should be more positive than negative. So you're wasting your time if you're staying in a relationship that dealing with an insecure partner. You have to call it straight up with them, because at the end of the day, this will eventually grow even worse in the later years. So if you're able to break it through right now and tell them straight, it would be great, because the danger of that is you'll be wasting time. There will become a time wherein the insecurity is so much that eventually you're going to lose yourself and you're going to lose the relationship. And bottom line is you somehow wasted your time, energy, and effort into building something that you could have cut loose from the very beginning. Yeah.
I have a follow-up question.
Yes. Tell me.
Okay. What would be the one thing that you could do for yourself in able to stretch out the insecurity to yourself? What would be the one thing that you could do?
Well, I'd love to answer this question. What is the thing that you can do to yourself so that you won't be insecure?
Yes.
By finding a purpose, by doing things that would elevate you to the next level, by trying to find activities that fills a hole in your individuality. Part of the reason why most people are insecure is because they think that they're so weak at this specific part of their life, or they're not doing enough, or that they don't trust themselves to be able to attract someone and keep them, because they think that there's something lacking inside of them first. So part of the reason for you to remove the insecurity is to trust yourself first, that you might not as strong as you're supposed to be right now, but you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, improving yourself, continually finding a solution, and then eventually propelling yourself to the next level. I mean, that's one of the things that most people fail to understand. That they are actually trying to check and get the happiness and fulfillment to the other partner. And that they think that they don't have the responsibilities to fulfill it to myself. That's the reason why I have to find a partner, right? For me to find someone that makes me happy. That's the wrong notion. You're supposed to be happy first before you find happiness to someone else. It's not supposed to be finding happiness to someone else. It's supposed to be sharing happiness to someone else. So that's how I would wanna deal with it. Cool.
Agree. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you so much,
you.
Kai.
Thank you very much, Kai.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate. Please do not forget to download Denari Cash, Kai. Okay. Oops. Wala si Kai. Thank you very much, Kai. Do we have another caller? We will accept another caller, right?
Yeah, one more. For the rest of those who want to ask, tune into the next Facebook Live. We'll entertain a few more. Don't forget to send in your number, and don't forget to download the Nary Cash so you could join the conversation.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Next. Do we have another? Yeah, okay, cool. Hello, what's up? Oh,
Hi.
what's your name? What's your name?
Jerica.
Jerica. Oh, a very beautiful smile to our beloved Jerica, RTD fam member. How are you, Jerica? I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's good to know. Jerica, what's the question? Please let us know. Thank you very much for taking the time and calling us tonight, by the way. I really appreciate
By
it.
request, Kuya, requested to ng mga mami ko.
Okay, cool. No problem. Anong katanungan, Jerica? Anong katanungan? Tell me.
Tanong ko lang, Kuya.
Ah.
Paano ka maka-start ng new relationship kung may trust issue ka na doon sa past relationship mo? Paano mo ma-overcome yun?
That's a good question. Trust issues, by the way. Trust issues. That's a good
Trust
question. Good question. Can we give a round of applause? Mark, can we flash that question downstairs? How to overcome trust issues? Okay. Let's ask Joven. Joven, how can you overcome trust issues? If ever the previous relationship gave you so much trauma that there's no reason for me to trust another person again because this person have broken my trust. Hindi lang niya binasag pero dinurog niya pa. Oh my God. Joven, how can you deal with that scenario?
Honestly, I feel like you couldn't really overcome trust issues, but you can contain it and be smart on dealing with it. Because again, I believe that there are two types of, should I just say, insecurities as well. Because there are some self-implied insecurities and then insecurities that you heard from other people, which made you not trust the person, right? So you just have to deal with it wisely because there are some factors that you need to consider first. Your relationship, if you feel like it's really worth saving, then why spend time or why petty on things such as trust issues? And then second is if you really want the person badly to be spending the rest of your life with, then this is something that you could actually you couldn't really take it away, but at least lessen it and then talk through it, you as a couple, and then tell your partner what are the things that makes you insecure, what are the things that make you not trust the other party, and then come up with an agreement.
Yo, that's something that I would wanted to apply to everyone's self as well, Joven. How about you, Ingrid? Tell me, how can you overcome trust issues, or how can you love again if you have your trust broken by someone else?
I think when it comes to love or relationship, it's really a gamble. So even if you have trust issues or not, you just have to, play the game and jump out there. And then if ever someone hurt you in the past, don't reflect it to the new person in your life. Like the new person in your life, you have to, if you really like him, or if he really shows you, if he really pursues you, and you want him, give him the chance. Don't project the past person who hurt you in the new person in your life. But also be careful, because as I mentioned, love is a gamble, and nothing stays the same. People do change. They change a lot. Who they are now might be different from who they are tomorrow. So relationship is a game. It's a gamble, and if you're willing to take it, just jump on it if you really like the person.
Hey, amazing advices. But my answer to that, Jerica, I would go with what Ingrid is saying. Like, do not let your present suffer the consequences of the past. I would understand that your trust was broken just cause some guy or some woman did not treat you the way you're not supposed to be treated, and that you've given everything. But this person seems not to appreciate that. And somehow, at the end of the day, that trust was broken and you're traumatized. And that's understandable. So I would suggest somehow, if you're in that situation, is first let your heart heal first. Don't jump into another relationship right away. Because it's just like having an injury in basketball. Like if you had an injury in today's game, you had an injury, but you wanted to play. Somehow you can't go back the next day and play again. I mean, you have to let your knee rest. So same is true with your heart. Because you might feel like as if you're okay, but somehow, some way, if you are not fully healed, the next injury will be way worse than how it was in the first place. So same is true with you. If you are not fully healed first from the previous heartbreak, and then you experience another heartbreak, that will be way worse. Your heart will be shattered into another million pieces than the previous ones that did it to you. So first heal. How to deal with how can you deal with trust issues? By not jumping into a relationship first, by healing yourself, by taking your time, by not finding that happiness to another individual, by loving yourself this time, by focusing on yourself, by putting the love that you have so much to give to the people that matters, like your friends, your support system, your family. And somehow, some way, you'll be able to realize your worth. And when the time comes that you say that your knees are ready to play, your heart is ready to love again, always understand that the past mistake of somebody else will not automatically be the mistake of the current partner, because you're depriving yourself of having or finding or being with the true love just because of the insecurities that you have. So never let your present suffer the consequences of the past. Regardless of what your trauma is, regardless of what the other individual did to you previously, always trust that somehow, some way, human beings are innately good. It's just that somehow there are specific situations where we have been able to see the bad side of things, but at least somehow be strong enough to give a chance. That if somebody that you given a chance broken your heart again, it would be fine, because somehow, some way, it's their loss, not yours. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool stuff.
Cool.
And any more question, Jerica? Thank you very much for calling.
Wala na ko eh. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so
Jerica is
much.
from Dubai. Jerica, please download the Denari Cash application. You know how fast and quick it is, and we appreciate
Meron
you can
na
share
ako,
this to
kuya.
your friends. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jerica. Very nice smile.
Thank
Jerica has a
you.
very nice smile. Can we like clap on that? Thank you very much, Jerica.
Thank you,
Thank
kuya.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye. Cool. Oh my God. We are almost. This is a good conversation, and we have very interesting questions from our viewers. Actually, last question that we have. Oh, okay, from Christine Serrano. What did she say? What will I do? I think I am falling for my housemate here in Dubai, but oh my God, I have a boyfriend in the Philippines. I think this is a very common scenario here in Dubai, my friends. Okay, Joven, how will you deal with this situation?
Oh no. I think I know the person, but anyhow,
Hindi na
Christine Serrano,
I know
It's
Christine.
not
Yeah.
anonymous.
We're not related though, but I think I really know the person from deep within. But anyhow, how do I deal with it? In a relationship, you can't have the best of both worlds. So you just need to choose one. You need to be fair to your partner in the Philippines because, again, you came here to UAE to find a career, not a love life, right? In the first place. So, if you feel like you're really falling deeply in love with that new person here in Dubai, then you need to let go of the person in the Philippines because I always believe that when you start things wrong, it's not gonna end right. So you need to start right so that it will end right. That's it.
Nox, can we give a round of applause to that? Like that's a wisdom bomb right there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jov. If you're gonna start something wrong, it's not gonna end right. Okay. Can we like make a photo of Joven smiling and then we put that quote? Like if you're gonna start something and then we post it on Denari wall.
I thought in Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, your
Ah, Burj
photo will be
Khalifa.
projected.
But it will be at the size of A4 Joven. So
Yeah.
nobody's gonna see that. Okay. How about you, Ingrid? What will you do if you think that? What will you say to Christine Serrano? Her real name. You can search her on Facebook, but please don't bash her. That she's falling in love with her housemate
Yeah.
here in Dubai, but she has a boyfriend in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So,
I think the reason why she's asking this, I think people are very conscious as to what other people will say because, you don't want to be called a cheater or or you don't want people to tell you that there's an overlap in your relationships. That's why, yeah, you're kind of hesitant to, or you're kind of asking what will you do. Um, but I think for Christine, I would go with Joven's advice, wherein you need to tell the person. You have to be honest with the person in the Philippines, or you have to choose who do you like most, because it could also be the reason could also be the proximity with your housemate. That's why maybe you're falling for him, or maybe you're just, I don't know, maybe you're just well, I don't know you that much, Christine, but I don't know the reason why this is happening. But you have to think also of long term, or maybe why this is happening, or ask yourself, what if you're not living with your housemate, or what if your housemate moves away from you, or for example migrates somewhere? What would be your situation? Do you think you would still like the person or not? Because yeah, if the answer is yes, or if you think if you're choosing this person, this housemate, then come clean to the person that you to your boyfriend in the Philippines. Be honest. And if you think that there's really no future, or there's really no direction for the both of you, be honest with that person. Let that person go, because you can't have the best of both worlds. I mean, in the end, you'll be the one who's suffering. Imagine there's three of you in this equation, so come clean, do it as fast as possible, so that both of you could move on, and then don't waste your time. So yeah, just tell the person.
mhm. If it did not started right, it's gonna end wrong. That's nice. That's nice, Joven. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for that answer as well, Ingrid. My quick answer for this is, to be honest with you, you can do both. I mean, real talk, if you want to, you can. But is that really gonna make you happy? Are you like really? I mean, you can do that if you're selfish, and most people are selfish. And somehow, some way, I wish that there will be situations wherein you can think for once not about yourself but the feelings of others. Um, it's very easy to hide things from other people, and that you can have best of both worlds. But at the end of the day, this is where integrity comes into play. And if you are in that situation, Christine, you have to understand that you have to end it first with your partner. And you can do whatever it is that you want to do right after that. Please have the courage to tell the truth. I know it's not easy. But somehow, as what I mentioned earlier, the right things to do are often the most difficult things to execute. But this is the right thing to do. And you don't want it to have someone wishing you bad luck, especially if you're here in Dubai and someone's there in the Philippines. And you have to understand that this person has been there with you. I think that person also supported you from being there. And there are also situations where this person could be part of the reason why you're here, having an opportunity that most Filipinos would want to have. So at least have the respect, the courage to tell it straight up from them. Or if you don't have and you still love the person, then like remove yourself from the situation of being with this other individual who is close to you. At the end of the day, you have to make a decision. You can't have both. Cool. Okay, thank you very much for that question. Again, we have a lot of exciting prizes. We're going to be announcing the winners later. But before that, we have some few messages coming from our sponsor. So we'll be right back after this. Yo, what's up? This is Real Talk Darbs, and I have very exciting news for you. Dinari Cash and Beam & Go has decided to tie up to bring groceries to your loved ones in the Philippines. By using the application Dinari Cash, you can actually deliver yung mga groceries na gusto nating ipadala door to door sa Pilipinas. In light of the community quarantine and growing COVID-19 cases in the Philippines, we are tying up with Beam & Go para sa mga kababayan nating OFW na nandito sa UAE to buy groceries. So what are you waiting for? Download Dinari Cash app now and enjoy a lot of services, not just sending money, but also sending grocery to your families at home.
OFWs, we want the value for our money talaga. So everything na kahit konting cents lang yan, malaking bagay yan when we are sending by the thousands, di ba? And true enough, hindi lang competitive, naging mas mataas pa kayo sa mga kumpara sa iba. So at the same time, yung customer service, excellent. Subukan nyo lang one time for sure, hindi nyo na po iiwanan ang Dinari Cash. Yan.
Yo, what's up? This is Real Talk Darbs. I just wanted to tell you that you can win daily prizes if you use our application, Dinari Cash. Now, more customers can win prizes, discounts, gift certificates, or brand new gadgets. We would like to thank you, our thousands of avid users who engage with Dinari Cash. Because of your continued support, everybody will have a chance to win exciting prizes. Now, I want you to refer because you will get rewarded. The customer with most referrals will take home the brand new phone, laptop, or even a tablet. Every month, one winner will get the grand prize. So what are you waiting for, guys? Download the Dinari Cash application right now and win these exciting prizes.
Yo, back at it again. I would like to encourage everyone to please download your Dinari Cash app to send money home and share it to your friends and win rewards. If you want to earn extra 10 game credits, I want you to share the application to your friends right now, like right now in this during this Facebook Live, and we will be given 10 credits if you share the app during this session. By the end of August, the one with the highest referrals will bring home a brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab A. And weekly, 1,250 worth of vouchers will be given away. So keep sharing the app to your friends. So now it's time, I think, to announce the last week's winner of 1,250 dirhams worth of vouchers from the Visa Center in Astoria. I think Joven is going to be calling. Are we going to be calling them?
Yes, I'll be calling the winner, but then first, the 1,000 vouchers from the Visa Center, and then the 250 vouchers coming from Instoria. Just to share with you, Instoria is actually a mobile app also made by a Filipino that easily turns your mobile or Facebook photos into affordable photo books. So your photo books can be delivered within 7 working days anywhere in the UAE. So you can download Instoria now and preserve your memories, especially to those who are old soul. I really like collecting pictures and then keeping them in the future. So download Instoria now. So I'm just gonna call in the winner. Let's see.
Okay, while Joven is calling the winners, we would like to greet our viewers right now. Rodanaria. Oh wow, that's a tongue twister. You can choose both, but it depends how your conscience can handle it. Terry said, Mayet Mariaro, konsensya mo na yon. Bahala. Ay, patay pa. Hugutan, konsensya mo na yon. Sabi ni Tina De La Peña, watching from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. Ingrid, while Joven is calling, are we gonna have a Denari Cash from US to Philippines?
That's the plan. We're working on making Denari Cash available globally. We're working on it one by one. Right now, we're available from UAE to any of the countries that I mentioned. Actually, the flags of the countries are there. So we have, you can send money from UAE to 11 countries right there.
Wow. Amazing. I'm very proud to see that from just only one country, which is the Philippines, we have expanded the countries to 11 corridors or 11 countries. I'll try to read one of the comments first. And Joven, the person is ready. The winner is ready. Okay.
Yes, the winner is here.
Okay, you can go ahead. Call them. Let's speak. What's his name? Her name?
The name of our winner. Congratulations, Ernesto Totaan.
Wow, Ernesto.
Hi.
How are you, Mr. Ernesto?
Hello, I'm good.
Thank you very much for participating and congratulations for being the week 1 winner. What can you say?
I didn't expect this. Actually, I just saw your event and I just tried to participate and I didn't expect to win the event.
I see. See, you'll never know until and unless you participated. You were able to win, and congratulations with that, Ernesto. Where will he be able to collect this prize, Joven?
We will be reaching out to you, Ernesto, and provide you details on how you'll be able to claim the prize. So once again, you have won 1,000 worth of voucher from the Visa Center and 250 worth of voucher from Instoria. Wow. So congratulations again.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. You're still qualified to win the Samsung Galaxy Tab. So by the end of the month, if you have the highest referrals, you can take home the Samsung Galaxy Tab. So keep on referring.
Wow. Sana all.
Thank you.
Ernesto, any message to Denari Cash?
For Denari Cash, please use this Denari Cash because it's user-friendly and it's easy to send money using to other country. That's it. Actually, first time I use this, it's user friendly and it's easy to use actually, and less hassle. That's why I use Denari Cash.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you very much, Ernesto. Once again, round of applause to you. Congratulations, Sana all. Thank you very much. Denari team will be in communication with you on how you can collect your prize. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I wanted to thank everyone. We hope that you have learned a lot from us today because I have with my fellow, co-host right now. And if you have more questions, just send us a message and the Denari Cash app team will be back to you very, very fast. We'd like to repeat, please download Denari Cash, play the games, and share the app to your friends and family for a chance to get a weekly prizes and grand prizes as well. Joven, Ingrid, any last messages before we end the show?
Yeah. Thank you to all the viewers tonight. I think we have over 100 plus or I think
200.
200 live viewers. Thank you to Darbs for doing this, continuously doing this for our Denari Cash users. And for the rest of the people who wanted to call but weren't able to because of the time constraints, don't worry, next week, or we'll announce when will we be back. You can definitely ask your questions to Darbs. And if you want to be called, just send us your mobile number through the messenger, and we'll definitely reach out to you. And then you'll never know, it might be Darbs who's calling you next. So keep on downloading Denari Cash, and then keep on referring the app to your friends.
Amazing. Joven, any final messages to our viewers who stayed with us?
Once again, thank you for the viewers, and of course, Darbs, thank you. It's always fun you hosting this, and I think my key takeaway for this is first, always love yourself, and second is forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself and forgive others who miswronged you or who did you wrong rather. And for our customers, please download Denari Cash. Again, this is a product created with love so that you can send love to your loved ones anywhere you are in the world. So we have 11 countries available where you can send money to. So please download and you'll get a lot of benefits using Denari Cash.
Amazing. Thank you very much to my lovely co-host, and to those of you who is watching, especially to Jekka and also to Kai who called in for their questions. Parting words with you is that I wanted to let you know that if ever you're undergoing through pain right now, I think part of the reason most people don't want to undergo through pain is because it's difficult. It's hard. It's something that an unpleasant feeling, in that most of us tends not to have the courage to face it, and then we spend time burying the pain. The only way to remove pain, my friends, is to go through it. And do not think as if the pain is something very negative, because somehow, someday, when you're old enough, you'll realize that those pain, struggles, and sufferings that you have undergo on your younger years, you realize is that what made you stronger, and that what made you an individual that is so unique. That is the reason why you are with the love of your life right now. Cool stuff. Thank you very much to everybody who joined us. I'll see you again, I think, next week or next week for another exciting episode. Matters of the Heart Life with my co-host Joven and Ingrid. Thank you very much. We'll see you again. This has been Real Talk Darbs, and please go ahead, continue downloading the Denari Cash application. Real Talk Darbs out, giving you real thoughts through real talk. Yalla, bye.
Bye. Thank you, Tita Lynn, for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Ang taas! Ang taas! Ang taas ng exchange rate ng Denari Cash! Para sa pinakamataas na exchange rate, i-Denari Cash mo na yan!
Dala mo yung gitara ko. Oh, no! Akala ko bukas pa uwi mo. Anong bukas? Sino sabi sa'yo? Oh, bakit mo nakadala yan?
Kasi Brad, kinulang ko ng padali.
Oh.
Uso barter nun, babarter ko na lang ito muna sa isang bigas. Dagdag cargo din, no?
Hindi naman sa'yo yun eh.
Babayaran na lang kita.
Kahit pa! Hindi mo ba alam na pwede mong padala ng bigas gamit ang Denari Cash?
Ha? Di nga.
Bubuksan mo lang yung app. Pipiliin mo lang yung grocery. Ang bigas padala. At iba pang grocery items gamit ang online palengke. Pwede na rin magpa-deliver ng Jollibee.
Oh, amazeballs!
Baka pa order ka na ng mga grocery items sa Pilipinas.
Wow! Talaga?
Sige na. Balik mo na, baka ma-enpass ko pa sa'yo yan. Pag Denari Cash ka.
Did you know that our favorite Snakes and Ladders game originated in India? It was used as a moral instruction for children and a way to discipline them. And speaking of India, did you know that you can send money to India with the highest exchange rate and lowest transaction fees using the NariCash app? So download it now. It's available in Google Play and App Store.
It's being trusted by thousands of Filipinos across UAE. And in fact, the founder is a Filipino one. I would like to invite you all guys across the UAE na kung gusto nyo magiging easy, magiging madali, trusted siya at mura, at the same time higher rates, then let's patronize the NariCash app.
In light with the community quarantine and growing cases of COVID-19 in the Philippines, nakipag-partner ang NariCash sa Beam and Go para directly makapag-purchase ang mga OFW ng grocery para sa kanilang pamilya sa Pilipinas. Paano magpadala? Madali lang. On the app's home screen, choose Groceries. Choose the location of the beneficiaries. Choose the grocery items you want to send. And lastly, enter recipient's required details and proceed to payment. Ganun lang kadali. Kaya kabayan, kung gusto mo magpadala ng grocery sa iyong mahal sa buhay sa Pilipinas, i-NariCash na yan.
Are you sending money to Pakistan? For the highest exchange rate and the lowest transaction fee, use NariCash. Download their app now.